Hi friends, welcome back to this series of real-time app. So this is the second video in this entire playlist, and we will be starting to work on the server part first. So I've created a blank Node.js project. You can simply create this by using the npm init command, provide a name, version, description, all those things, and it will create a package.json file for you. Okay, it will be like this: npm init. Okay, so since I already have this created, I'll exit this command from here, clear it. Next, I'll go ahead and create a JavaScript file and name it app.js. So this is regular stuff. Anyone who has previously worked with Node.js should be familiar with these steps. Okay. Next, I'm going to define few constants or variables. I will be using Express to create our server. So make sure you install all these packages. I can install it right away from the code using my IDE, but you may need to run the npm install command. Okay, and then the package name. Next, I will need HTTP. It's inbuilt in Node, so we not install it. Also, I will be using MySQL. This is another package that you need to install. Okay. Also, I will be using MySQL events, and it's a package that you need to install as well from here. And let me copy the name. Okay, install these packages first one by one. And it's not a dev dependency, it's a production dependency. Okay, so do not use the dev flag there. Next, we'll create an app using Express. Then we'll create a server using http.createServer method. I will pass this app there as a parameter. Also, we need to install cores. So in order to allow requests from other URLs, otherwise it will fail. And last but not the least, let's install SocketIO, or require it rather, using socket.io package. Okay. Next, let's create a constant IO. This will be socketio.listen to the server. Perfect. And I'll define few middlewares here. So middlewares are code that run before your actual routes are reached or your actual app is executed. Okay, and these have to be defined in order. First, I'll use cors here. We'll set the origin to HTTP localhost 4200. That will be my Angular app, and credentials should be set to true. Next, I'll use app.use express.json to get requests in JSON format. Also, I'll use express.url encoded extended set to false. Next, I'll go here and define a new folder by the name config. Inside that, I'll define a new file, create a new file, the name helpers, and here inside helpers I'll define few functions. That will be my SQLi function, to connect to the database using MySQL. I need to install this. Okay, cool. Let's create a connection here using new MySQL. We'll pass in some options. First will be host. Mine is hosted on localhost. Next is post. Okay, instead of port, it's post. That's how it's defined in the documentation. Password like this. So mine is 123456. Make sure you type your database password, and the database that I am using here is MegaShop. Let's check here. So this is the one, MegaShop. Okay, MegaShop. Then we'll create a variable db, and this will equal to con.emit. So I'll put false here because I'm not emitting any slave database, because I don't have any. And I'll export this db as the name of database. Okay, that's it. Now I'll import this here. Const require from config helpers, and what do I require? I require database. That's it. Okay, so this is usual stuff that what we normally do. Next, let me put a comment here. Define some array variables. So let's define, let data equals to type of array with 0 elements. Similarly, I'll define another one that will be current data. Okay. Next, I will use this IO constant here. Use sockets to set up the connection. IO dot sockets dot on. It has an on method that takes the name of an event, okay, to listen to. So there is a default event by the name of connection. This is emitted each time a new socket is joined. A new socket joins the network, which will throw a callback function here with the socket object. This is the individual socket object that you will get. So on the initial connection, what I want to go to my database, and the table name is products, right? And I'll choose the fields I need. I'll need ID, title, quantity, price. You can choose any field from this list that is present here. Okay, then I'll sort the data with the ID value in descending order. So -1 is descending and +1 is ascending. Okay, then I'll use the get all method to get all the products from the database. If you want, you can put a limit here, like how many products do you want from the top or from the list, that is in the ascending order. Maybe 10. You can put a number here like 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 or 20, like that. But I'm not going to use anything here. It will give me all the products, and then I'll use the then block here. It gives me a promise. Also the catch here to show me any errors if there would be. The then block, I'll receive products. Okay, I'll format it. So I'll assign the data. This is my original data to the products, and what I will do, I will emit this to all my participants or all the sockets that I have, and this will be my initial data that I'm going to send. Will be prods and let's use the spread operator to send a copy of it. That's it. Okay, so initially it will send a copy of the products. Next, here this is ending here, right? I'll create a variable program. Okay, so this is using the binary logs. So this is using MySQL events. Okay, so I'm creating a connection again here. Const connection equals to MySQL.connection, create connection. This is specifically for this part. Okay, this has nothing to do with the previous part where I queried my database. Okay, both the connections are different, but it's pointing to the same database. Password was 123456. Set. Next, I'll create MySQL events now. So let's name it instance equals to MySQL or new MySQL events. I'll pass in the connection here, and the options I'll put start at end true. So this is to record only new binary logs from the database. Okay, once that is done, since this will give me a promise, I'll await instance.start, call the start method here, and since my function is async, so this will work. And now I'll call the add trigger function here on the instance method. Okay, so this takes a name, say monitor all SQL statements, expression. This will take the database name here. It will be mega shop dot asterisk, so everything in mega shop, comma. So this will listen to mega shop database. Next we have statement, so events dot statements dot all. So you can listen to specific statements like delete, insert, update, or all. So I'll choose all here, and we want on event method here will emit an event object. Okay, so we will do our stuff inside this object only. All right, so this object looks like a big one which has got many properties. So first of all, what we will do, we will assign current data to e.affected row. So this is one of the properties of this event object. Okay, this will have the data, which rows are currently affected when there is a change in the SQL database. Okay, now inside this on event, I'll define a variable, say new data, and I'll use a switch statement to loop through all the types of these events. So this event can be of type delete, insert, update. Okay, so let's put some cases here. If the case is delete, what do we want? We want to first assign current event before data to the new data variable. So this event of e dot affected rows has got a before and after attribute or parameter, you can say. So in case of delete, the after one will be empty. We will only have the before one. So the new data, and I'm assuming that it's only affecting one row as of now, but you can modify this code to cater multiple rows as well using a for each loop. I know that I'll be deleting only one row at a time, so it will always be the first element in that array. And then find index of the deleted product in the current array if it was there. So let's store this in an index variable, and we'll go to our original array, that's the data, and find index of the product in such a way p.id equals to new data.id. Okay, so this will have all those attributes that you see here in the database. Okay. Now if product is present, index will be greater than -1. So if index is greater than -1, then we will remove it from the current product list. This will return all those products where these two don't match. That will be only one case. So rest all the products will be returned and stored in this data variable. And then I'll go to my sockets and emit a new event, or a new event. We'll name it update. You can name it anything you want. Dots, and we'll again send a copy. This time I'll also send a type of delete in case we need to query this in our front end. Else return, right? Don't do anything if the product is not there. Okay, and then put a break here to go out of the switch statement. Second case is update. Okay. So it's almost same. New data equals to current data, and this time I'll go to the after object because I will have both after and before. So this is the update, or not a delete. And again we'll do similar thing here. Let's find the index and name is index2 this time, and I'm gonna remove this statement. So I'll find the product from that index and replace it with whatever data I have here. Okay, replace the whole product here. Again emit the same thing, return, put a break. Then next is insert. So I changed a bit of code here. So whenever there's an insert operation, I don't want to do anything apart from going to my database. It's products. Pretty much do this again. So I'll fetch the information again from the database, a new copy of it. Okay, that's it. And put a break there, and default statement is also nothing. Let's not detect it. Okay, save the changes, should be good. below this is my program here. What I will do, I will put some code here to display in the console if there is an error. Oops. And connection error, or if it's a song G error. Once that is done, I'll go here, program, and use the 10 block here to call the function. Okay. Last but not the least, I'll go to my server object. I'll listen to the port 3000 and put a callback method here that will say console.log server running on port 3000. So this is basically, if you hide everything from here to here, okay, if I cut everything, so this is the code for your regular Angular Node.js app, okay, with Express. Okay, so let's check that, and package.json instead of I'll put start nodemon app.js. So let's see if I get something in my terminal. So it says server running on 40,000. Perfect. My server is listening. Now in the next video we will work on the front end and we'll create a new Angular app, use the SocketIO client there, and we'll see how you can hook up to the server and get the updates in real time. Okay, so I will share this code in my GitHub repo, so please make sure you go to the correct branch and download the correct code from there. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to put that in the suggestions part of the comments box below this video. And like I say, do not forget to subscribe, like or share this channel with your friends and colleagues. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and have a wonderful day.